Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm just going to wait a couple of more minutes until the rest comes and then we'll begin. Is everyone going to attend, or we're gonna do work group by group? Do you know? Can you guys hear me?
يس يا دكتور، لا ما قلناش انه جروب باي جروب يعني.
Excuse me?
ما اتفقناش ان احنا جروب باي جروب، يعني المفروض
آه،
نحضر كلنا. مش عارف اقول لهم نقول
لا
على
ما
الجروب
أعرف،
كده.
لا عشان مش لاقية ناس كتير عشان كده بسأل.
اه
Maybe they're gonna come. It's still 2 o'clock. We'll wait 2 more minutes and then begin.
ماشي.
Okay, is Abnoob here? Abnoob Fathi?
Yes, doctor. Afternoon.
Okay. Abnoob Gamal?
موجود يا دكتور تمام.
Okay. Ahmed Hamdi?
مساء الخير يا دكتور مع حضرتك.
And Ahmed Mansour?
ايوه يا دكتور معاك.
Okay. Ahmed Mohammed Tariq Ibrahim?
اتفضل يا دكتورة مع حضرتك.
Ahmed Mohammed Ahmed Gad?
آمن مع حضرتك يا دكتور.
Amen. I'm sorry.
حاضر.
Amen.
لا، مش مشكلة.
Amira Ayman?
مع حضرتك يا دكتور.
Aya Asam?
مع حضرتك يا
Okay. Aya Tariq?
مع حضرتك يا دكتور.
Islam?
مع حضرتك يا دكتور.
Okay.
مع
فرح
حضرتك.
فرح حسام؟
مع حضرتك يا دكتور.
فاطمة أحمد؟
صباح الخير يا دكتور.
صباح النور. هاجر السيد؟
أي دكتور مع حضرتك.
حنان محمد؟ هبة عزت؟ هشام عصام؟
مع حضرتك يا دكتور.
إسلام محروس؟ خالد محمد فتحي؟
موجود مع حضرتك يا دكتور.
خلود عصام؟
معاكي يا
خلود
دكتور.
أسامة.
خلود أسامة.
Yeah.
معاكي.
محمود عبد العزيز؟ ماي جمال؟
مع حضرتك يا دكتور.
محمد صلاح؟
حنان مع حضرتك يا دكتور.
حنان is here? Okay. محمد عبد الحميد؟ حميد؟ محمد مصطفى؟
محمد
هو بيعتذر
دكتور،
بس حضرتك يا دكتور عنده حالة وفاة.
بقى لله. ماشي. محمد مصطفى؟ أسامة أشرف؟
أيوة دكتور أسامة مع حضرتك. صباح الخير.
صباح النور. سمر محمد؟
أيوة يا دكتور مع حضرتك.
سارة السيد؟
سارة كانت بلغت حضرتك يا دكتور، كانت أخدة اكسكيوز عن الإكزام حتى. بلغت حضرتك الأسبوع اللي فات تقريبا.
يس.
أوكي.
شادي؟ زياد؟
زياد عنده مشكلة في النت وكاتب على الجروب عندي يا دكتور عنده مشكلة في النت، هيدخل دلوقتي حالا.
اوكي. ميرنا ملك؟
مساء الخير.
مساء النور.
دكتور زياد عبد النبي مع حضرتك.
اهلا وسهلا. ميرنا ملك؟
مع حضرتك يا دكتور.
هدير احمد؟
مع حضرتك يا دكتور.
محمد عبد القادر؟
ايوه يا دكتور. السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله. Good afternoon and welcome to the second week. Last lecture we spoke.
بعد إذنك أنا اسمي ما تندهش.
بجد. What's your name?
إسلام محروس.
إسلام محروس. ماشي مساء. Last lecture we began to talk about the steps of research. Why should marketeers know about research? Last lecture, we mentioned that when conducting research, it's a great tool for marketeers to learn more about whatever they want to know, whether it's the market, the consumer, effective advertisement, marketing management, the competition, they choose. Research allows the marketeer to prepare themselves for making decisions that they need in order to implement a very successful marketing project or strategy development. With research, you get to make a well thought out decision. So research is knowledge and knowledge is power. That's what we said about last week. Last week, when we wanted to say, what is research? We said research is the process of finding a solution to a problem after examining the situation, after examining the topic. Research, it's an organized step-by-step process. The steps are in front of you. And this is what we're going to take in this course. Now, since it's an organized step-by-step process, it's considered a scientific investigation. It's an investigation intended to gather the necessary data and develop insights that are initially lacked with the marketeer. Now, when it comes to doing research, what makes a marketeer to do research? Yes, to do a marketing strategy, but it's either because they want to fix a current problem or they want to develop knowledge. So when it comes to research, as a marketeer, we have either applied research or basic research. When we talk about applied research, what is applied research? Do you remember?
When marketeers need more knowledge about a topic or
ممكن أقول يا دكتور؟
when the company is facing a problem.
Applied research is when a company is facing a problem. Exactly, a currently existing problem. في مشكلة ولازم نحلها. ولو ما حلناهاش هيبقى a negative impact even more. It's very harmful.
يعني
So
ممكن يا دكتور بعد إذن حضرتك ممكن نقول إن هي يعني that means we solve current practically problems يعني action is needed right the way and we must take corrective action right now.
yes, exactly, Samar.
Okay.
We need corrective action right now, like Samar said. Now, as a marketeer, مش شرط اخد البحث واطبقها على طول. ومش شرط بعمل البحث عشان في مشكلة. I can do it for general knowledge. And this case is called basic research. So when we do basic research, the idea is to fill the knowledge that you desire, the knowledge that you don't have. So you're doing research as a learning approach. You're generating a body of knowledge. ماشي. As a research, conclusions will appear. Yes, conclusions will appear. بعمل إيه بيها? For now, you read and understand. Later, you can definitely apply it. Okay, so basic research, can it be applied? Can it be implemented? Yes, but my motive في الأول مش عشان أطبقها على طول. كان نيتي في الأول أفهم. This is the difference between basic and applied. Now, whether I'm basic research, whether I'm applied research, whether I'm academic research or business research or marketing research, the steps are the same. These are the steps right in front of you that any researcher does. Step 1, identify your topic. What topic do you want to study? Usually the topic you choose, for example, I want to develop effective advertisement. We call it the broad problem area. Why is it called broad problem area? Because it's very open. There can be many problems. What exactly do you want to study when it comes to effective advertisement? So the topic chosen by any researcher at the beginning, it's called broad problem area, because you chose a field or you chose a subject matter that contains many sub areas. Effective advertisement, okay. Social media or traditional media? Print or audio? Are you talking about celebrity endorsements or are you talking about the ADA model? في مليون ألف حاجة ممكن تركز فيها في البحث when it comes to effective advertisement. So after you choose step 1, the step 2 is to read about your topic so you can know what exactly you want to study. So step 2 is the literature review. When you choose your main idea, it is time to build your rigorness. It is time for you to read more about the specific topic from journals, from books, from magazines, from online, go to the library, go to the business website. The idea here is to develop secondary data or to use secondary data so you can know or have a logical or rationalization of the topic, what it is, what it does, why is it important, what are the factors you can focus on. Data that already has been gathered by someone else. It's not your data. It's not your data. It's data that has been gathered by someone else. So when we say step 2, what is it? Reading. This is step 2. Why is it called a literature review? Because you're reading work and you're reviewing it and you're summarizing it. So literature review is the summary of the secondary data. It's the summary of the concepts, the definitions, the theories, the methods, why do I do a literature review? Why do I summarize it? It helps you to identify إيه factors ممكن تركز عليها. إيه factors المهمة. إيه factors في شركتك أنت you need to focus more on, or it applies to your organization. So doing the literature review helps us gain rich, cheap, and free insights that can support us in our investigation. Okay? Now, once you read, you have developed good knowledge. You're in the position to now find what exactly you want to study. So you're now in position in step 3, the problem definition. The problem definition is one sentence that clearly states what is the focus of your study. What is the focus exactly, or what is the information you're going to seek to get? Problem definition. Based on the problem definition, you identify the factors and draw it in a conceptual framework. So step 4, identification of your variables, the factors you want to study. Once you identified the factors, you then write the hypotheses. Hypotheses are statements now you're going to test, is it true or false? Does it apply in your organization? Yes or no? And this is what we took last lecture. In النهارده, I'm going to sit with each group in order to guide you in step 1 to step 5 to make sure you are on the right track. Each one of you chose a general topic, broad problem. Now, today, you have gotten articles with you. If you look at each article, there's different perspectives of the main topic you chose. So today, we're going to review quickly the topics, the research papers you have gotten, the secondary data, so we can identify what are the factors, the variables you want to study. This is my goal for today's lecture. Lecture tomorrow, we're going to begin our own data collection, the idea of primary research data collection. So now I'm going to sit with group 1. الباقيين, do you have to attend? You don't have to attend. You can attend what your time of meeting. Does this make sense?
again يا دكتور معلش تاني
ايه يا
كده.
دكتور؟
دلوقتي أنا هقعد مع the first group to work on step 1
تمام.
and step 5 with them. الباقيين, can you attend? Of course you can attend. Can you leave and come back at your time? You can come back at your time. Okay?
Clear, yes.
تمام يا دكتور.
تمام.
تمام يا دكتور تمام.
ماشي. Group 1, what's your topic?
Our topic is emotional intelligence.
Okay, what about it?
We found 8 articles.
Okay.
And
So-
do you want me to read the title of the articles? Or?
So you want to study emotional intelligence.
Yes.
Okay.
And mainly we're talking about its effect on the business and the effect on the employees and
on employees? Okay.
yeah, there are articles that we chose that has a relation with the effect of emotional intelligence on employees.
Okay. You know it's not a marketing topic, Ellie, صح? But if
this is not. This is not.
If this is
Yeah.
a topic you're very interested in, I don't mind.
Okay.
Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to make you share the screen to show me what articles you got.
Okay. Okay. Can you give me just 1 minute so I can gather the 8 articles from my colleagues on my iPad? Okay.
Okay.
Because we thought that we were going to write it in the lecture. Okay.
Okay. Take your time.
Thank you.
We can work one at a time if you have one if you have one. If you have them open.
Just want to ask you, why is it not a marketing topic? Doctor, if you can
Are
tell
you
me.
doing it on employee development?
Yeah, yes. Not all the articles are on employee development. It's one of the articles.
Okay, so we can take it, we can use it and make it into a marketing topic. Or we can use how emotional intelligence is needed during marketing,
Okay.
persuading consumers to buy it, مثلا. And we can
Yes.
switch it. It's up to you how you want to study or investigate your topic. We can turn it into a marketing perspective, or we can turn it into an organization perspective.
Okay.
Okay.
I just have only one article left, so I'm
Okay.
getting
Take your time.
Okay. Doctor, I finished. I'm going to share my screen, okay?
Do you know how to share a screen, or do you need help?
Yeah, I know how to share the screen. 1 minute. Just 1
Okay.
minute.
لو سمحتي يا دكتور.
Okay, so the first topic, first article, we can look at this one. Emotional intelligence. Which one are you looking? You want to start? You want to start this one first?
I'm just going to open my mic. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Emotional intelligence and leadership development.
Okay, so this is a leadership topic, not marketing topic. Let's read the abstract. This paper reviews the current literature on the concepts of emotional intelligence and makes recommendations for incorporating employee intelligence into leadership development programs. The paper is divided into 4 sections. First section identifies 2 main cited models of emotional intelligence. Section 2 reviews research on the relationship between leadership and emotional intelligence. The third section provides a synthesis of the arguments for and against emotional intelligence. The fourth and final section, okay, go down, let's go down, move down.
Okay.
Move down the article, more. This is the defining of, okay.
Emotional intelligence, yes.
Yes. Evaluating emotional intelligence. Basically, in order to have emotional intelligence, you need 5 main factors. You need motivation. You need social influence. You need empathy, correct?
Yeah, okay.
Did you read the article or that? So this is
Yes,
right now.
I read it, yes, but of course, I didn't memorize all the points of
Yeah.
the article.
Okay. If you go down, keep going down. I'm looking if they have the model.
Okay. There's a summary and conclusion here too.
Okay, so they don't have the model. So self-motivation, while motivation. Okay. So the first article.
Okay.
If you could stop, if you can close the screen.
I close the share.
Close the share. Article 1. If you look at article 1, it focuses on elements of emotional intelligence and its impact on leadership development programs. So they're focusing on creating programs, effective programs. The elements of leadership here, it's the sub-variables. You have self-response, awareness, self-motivation, awareness, self-motivation, and then empathy, and social influence. So in this article, they have independent variable 5. Right. And then the dependent variable
is leadership.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. This is what we studied last lecture.
Exactly. Next article.
Okay. Emotional intelligence in the workplace, exploring its effects on occupational stress and health outcomes in human service workers.
Okay. ممكن تكبري الشاشة شوية أو to zoom in
Okay.
a bit more. Okay. Emotional intelligence, an essential factor response for determining success in. Okay. In that, can you zoom a bit out so I can read carefully? One more.
Yeah. Okay. Like this.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Emotional intelligence, an essential factor responsible for determining success in life and psychological well-being, seems to play an important role in shaping the interaction between individuals and their work environment. The purpose of the study was to explore the relationship between emotional intelligence and perceived stress in the workplace and health-related consequences in human service workers. So here they are focusing on emotional intelligence and personal stress and its impact on
The work
the work-
environment.
Exactly. So Article 2, if you stop sharing for a sec.
Okay.
Article 2. It says emotional intelligence and stress.
This is the
Independent variables.
independent variable, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The
Which
dependent is the health of the employees and the work environment.
So now they added another variable, stress. حاجة زيادة مش موجودة في الأول article. Okay, next article.
This is the next article. Association for Consumer Research.
Okay.
I'm going to zoom so you can see the screen better.
Can you move down? No, scroll down. Okay. Abstract. ممكن تكبري الفونت شوية? A bit more. In the research, we investigate the impact of the emotions of compassion and pride on both brands that are viewed as a strong or weak on marketing actions that are compassion-oriented and pride-oriented. In addition to investigating individual differences of people who perceive themselves as high socioeconomic status versus those who are low in socioeconomic status, participants primed with feelings of compassion show a preference for weaker underdog brands who, however, when primed with pride, they show a preference for strong top dog brands. In study 2, those with low, okay. So they're investigating the impact of emotions of compassion and pride on both brands that are viewed as a strong and weak marketing actions that are compassion-oriented and pride-oriented, in addition to investigating individual difference of people who perceive them as high. Okay, so compassion and pride. Can you stop sharing your screen for a sec?
Okay.
So Article 3 focuses on compassion, and pride, and personality difference. Personality differences. These are 3 independent variables. And the dependent variable is going to be brand preference. Okay, next article.
Okay, this is the next one.
Okay.
Short form measure for assessment of emotional intelligence in marketing exchange.
Okay. I'm looking to Kabari Shwaya so I can see.
Okay, this is the abstract. This is the title here.
Okay. Emotional intelligence is being recognized as a correlate of success in various domains of personal and professional life. The aim of this study is to generate and evaluate a shortened Iranian version of the emotional skills based on bar on instruments of salespeople in Iran. The research examines how sales professionals use emotions in marketing exchange to facilitate positive outcomes for the firm, themselves, and the customers. The author conducts this study to examine the impact of emotional intelligence in marketing exchange, okay, on key marketing exchange variables, customer orientation and manifestation influence, and adaptive selling. Okay, so here they're focusing on
The impact of emotional intelligence.
and its impact on marketing exchange, specifically customer-oriented, or it's not specifically customer-oriented and
manifest influence and adaptive selling.
okay. ماشي. انزلي تحت. Did they make emotional intelligence? Did they subdivide it, or is it just one? If you see their model.
Marketing exchange variables here. The research objective.
Okay, so
They subdivided.
they
right?
اطلعي فوق سنة. اطلعي فوق أكتر. Stop. Marketing influence, adaptive selling, that dependent, and the emotional intelligence of marketeers. That they didn't subdivide. They tested it in general. And their marketing influence, manifest influence. Okay. So here they had just 2 dependent and then 1 independent. Customer orientation.
I stop the share or I continue sharing?
Next article, I'm typing it. But you got what I'm doing, so on the Word document, I'm putting the variables out.
Yes, okay. The independent and the dependent, okay.
Next article.
Emotional intelligence, its importance in relationship and individual performance, team effectiveness, leadership, and marketing effectiveness.
Okay.
I just want to ask a question. The first 2 articles, it's not related to marketing that much, so I want to ask if it's going to be a problem or it's okay.
No, it's okay. You can use it for the the literature review, understanding what is emotional intelligence. Because the first 2 articles, they're literature papers, meaning they didn't do any questionnaires or interviews. They are summarizing what is
emotional intelligence. Yes, okay, I understood. Okay.
Okay. Okay. The aim of this review is to analyze how emotional intelligence plays a crucial and significant role in guiding
and enhancing
one's behavior and activities both within oneself and in workplace effectively and efficiently. A brief literature is done to identify the relative importance of emotional intelligence, the methods to measure emotional intelligence, and the relationship of emotional intelligence with individual performance, team effectiveness, leadership, and marketing that best guides one activity towards self and organization growth. Emotional intelligence is found to be a positive. If you go down, it tells you how they measure emotional intelligence. So you're going to use this, you're going to need the scale when developing your questionnaire. So go down. I'll go down more. I'm looking for the research methodology section or the analysis section, how they measure emotional intelligence.
No, this is the.
That's it?
That's it, yes.
Okay, no problem. So here, the impact of emotional intelligence on employees or on marketeers' work performance. Emotional intelligence and leadership. If you go up, team effectiveness. If you go up, there's marketing.
النقطة رقم 2 قايلين فيها السكيلز اللي بيتقاس بيها الاندفيجوال
Number 2.
emotional intelligence.
Ways to measure emotional intelligence.
Types of methods measuring involves ability to test and generalize. Okay, we have, this is the name of the scale with measured means score of 100 standards. Okay, it's 117 questions. Wow. So you can leave this and we can search later on with this name of questionnaire. Meyer, Salavone, emotional intelligence.
Yeah, MSCIEI.
Yeah. So this is a good article for later on when how to measure the variables. So perfect. Next article.
Okay. A closer look at emotional intelligence and marketing exchange.
Okay. Emotional intelligence is important in many businesses' context. Knowing how sales professionals use emotional intelligence to facilitate positive outcomes for the firm themselves and their customers is particularly important for managing marketing exchange. To leverage emotional intelligence, it is necessary to accurately measure it. Existing scales are of limited value, and therefore a new scale to measure EI in marketing exchange is presented here. It focuses on EI-related ability in the specific context of marketing exchange and effectively demonstrating how EI interacts with sales, customer orientation, and the extent of influence of sales rep in an encounter and customer retention and cognitive ability. The new tool helps to diagnose individuals' level of marketing exchange. It can be, okay, انزلي تحت. If you scroll down for a sec.
Okay.
Keep going down. Okay, stop. Okay, keep going down.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. My internet had a problem.
No.
I'm going to share again.
Your colleague shared. Shady is sharing.
Okay.
Okay, so this can help you assess emotional intelligence if you want. Oh, انزل تحت, please. Okay. See, you see these? These are how you measure emotional intelligence, section B and section C. These are the questions you will use.
This is a sample of the new scale.
Exactly. The new scale that measures accurately how to assess emotional intelligence. جابوها منين? جابوها من other articles in the past. So for you guys, you can use these scales if you want. Okay. So article number 6 helps you measure the emotional intelligence. Okay. Is there another article?
Yes, there's still articles that left.
Right. The purpose of the paper is to investigate the relationship between managerial emotional intelligence level and a rating of leadership effectiveness. Okay. What did they finding? The overall results of the data analysis suggested that score may. So I think they subdivided emotional intelligence as well, and they measured its impact on leadership effectiveness. Okay, next article. Okay. Raise your emotional intelligence. This is a literature paper regarding emotional intelligence. Okay, next article.
This is a literature paper?
Oh, it's a literature paper.
Okay, so we thought that this is an article.
It's okay. It's pure literature.
Okay.
It's secondary data research.
Okay, this is a secondary data research. Okay.
Okay. The final
this
article.
Okay. We thought that this is an article, so that's why this is our 8th article.
Okay. No problem. This is it. This is the final one, correct?
1 minute. I have a backup article. Okay. Just 1 minute. Okay, so this is our 8th article. Is everyone able to see my screen?
Yeah. Okay. Go down. I think this is also a literature paper as well. If you go down. Okay. It's okay. We can work with the articles that you have right now. Can you stop sharing for a sec?
Okay.
Okay. Basically, what we did is step 1, we chose a topic. Step 2, we briefly reviewed the past studies that took place. In Article 1 and 7, they assessed leadership development and how emotional intelligence impacts leadership development. But in Article 1, they were specific. They said self-regulation, self-awareness, self-motivation, empathy, and social influence, its role on impacting emotional intelligence. Article 2, they focused on emotional intelligence and stress and its impact on health of employees. Article number 3, they focused on the feeling of compassion, the feeling of pride, personality differences, and its impact on brand preference. Article 4, emotional intelligence. Okay, on market exchange, whether customer experience, market manifestation, and sales adaptation. Article 5 focuses on emotional intelligence and its impact on leadership and marketing. Now, what do you want to study? After reviewing these articles and looking at these different factors, what exactly do you want to study? I know you want to study emotional intelligence, huh?
Yes, the effect of emotional intelligence on consumers, on
emotional intelligence
on
على
brands.
leadership وعلى الماركتينج.
Okay, leadership and marketing, or you want to focus on market? What exactly on marketing? If it's going to be on marketing, what exactly?
Assessing customers.
Customer satisfaction?
Yes, assessing customer satisfaction, the consumer's mind.
Okay, consumer mind, community. How about the rest? Do you
We
all
had
agree?
an article that was talking about how compassion and pride had an effect on underdog brands.
Okay.
So in general, the effect, how to use emotional intelligence in marketing and leadership.
This marketing is, all right, we'll do marketing and we'll do leadership, no problem. But what exactly in marketing? And emotional intelligence of the employees, of the sales representatives, emotional intelligence found in advertisement.
Emotional intelligence effect on the environment and the emotional intelligence effect.
When it comes to emotional intelligence, the concept is it's an ability, it's a skill in how to use emotions to influence others. This is the idea of emotional intelligence. When we talk about emotional intelligence, we're talking about an ability or skill to monitor and control emotions to influence others. This is emotional intelligence. Okay, the ability to monitor and control emotions. Emotional intelligence can be found in a person, or it can be found in the output of a project done by a person. So when we talk about emotional intelligence, are we talking about the marketeer? Are we talking about the sales representative? Or are we talking about the marketeer's usage in an ad? So when it comes to emotional intelligence, let's say we want to study the 5 elements. Self-monitoring, self-regulation, self-motivation. Self-motivation, empathy, social influence. Okay. On marketing. Well, can you please tell me what exactly you want to study?
You want to study the emotional intelligence of the marketeer. Okay.
Of the marketeer?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Whatever you want. Okay, don't decide now, but let me do an example. Okay, so after reading all the articles, I've decided to focus on emotional intelligence of sales representatives. Right, this is my focus. Sales rep, okay. Specifically these factors. I want to study its impact on
the sales, I guess, right?
I'm going to do my example. You guys can do whatever you want. For me, I'm going to choose consumer purchase intention towards cars. Because usually when you buy a car, that's when the sales representative has to use emotional intelligence to persuade me to buy the car. So this is my focus. After reading all the articles, I've identified the elements I have to study and which one is so important to convince people to buy my car. So my research problem, what is a research problem? It is
That the sales rep has a great influence.
it's a specific statement illustrating
The
what
problem.
exactly the researcher seeks to investigate with the solution, with finding a solution. Okay, so in my case, what is my research problem? Investigating the factors of emotional intelligence found among sales representatives and its impact on purchase intention. This is my study. Okay, on car sales representatives on consumers purchase intention. This is my research problem. It became specific. This is
I
step 4.
think
My model.
I think it's perfect for us to talk about emotional intelligence of sales rep, because actually we are all sales rep in the group. We are pharmaceutical sales rep.
And if you don't want to make it cars and you want to make it
We can change it
pharmaceutical,
to something pharmaceutical.
exactly. Once I have my problem definition and once I have my conceptual framework, I work on my hypothesis. So my hypotheses are statements I want to test. Is it true or false? How many independent variables do you have? I have in this example, I have 5. If I will have 5 hypotheses. For example, the higher the sales rep has self-monitoring, the higher the consumer purchase intention towards the car will be. This is the directional hypothesis. If there's self-monitoring, then the consumer will develop intentions to buy. I'm going to have all directional hypotheses. Okay, so one is going to be self-monitoring, the other one's going to be self-regulation.
Self-motivation, empathy.
And
empathy.
Okay. And social influence.
Social influence.
Okay. And كده خلصت step 1 to step 5. بس فاضل لسه step 2. You have to write back the concepts found in the literature review. What are the concepts found in the literature review? What is emotional intelligence? Why is it important? The theory behind it. These are the elements of emotional intelligence. The factors impacting it, positive or negative, and so forth.
We will get these.
You have them. You're gonna copy paste, but you're gonna reword them. You have the articles, class. You're just gonna reword them.
Okay, we will get them from the articles, right?
Exactly. Yes. What I want you to do now, I want you to send me one email, and I'm going to send you this article. Not this article. I'm going to send you this Word document, and you and your group can work on it. Decide what exactly you want to study, and develop your conceptual framework. You can add on, or you can remove. You can I want you to confirm your topic today.
Okay.
Okay. So what's your email?
I can send it
on the chat.
On the chat. Okay.
I'll email it right away.
Okay. This is my email.
Okay. Save group. Email. Here you go. So now you guys can do a private Zoom link, you and your group, to confirm the topic for tomorrow. Okay? Email me once you're done
Okay.
with your decision.
Okay. Thank you, doctor. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Next group.
Okay, doctor.
Hello.
باشمهندس إسلام.
Let me stop sharing. What's your topic?
Our topic is what motivates customers to buy products and take a purchase decision.
So what motivates consumers to purchase?
Okay. باشمهندس إسلام.
If you scroll down, I can read the abstract.
Okay, ثواني يا دكتور، ثواني بعمل شير سكرين.
Sure.
Okay, this is our first article.
بعمل شير سكرين.
هو كده ظهر عند حضرتك يا دكتور؟
It's the first page only.
اوكي ايوه. زوم ان شويه يا باشمهندس اسلام عشان مش باين. هو الكلام واضح عند حضرتك يا دكتور ولا بعيد شويه؟
لا بعيد شويه.
هو اسلام عمل ليف بس للزوم، هيدخل تاني تقريبا في عنده مشكله في الكونكشن.
ثواني يا دكتور معلش.
فدقيقه بس هو هيظبطها وهيدخل تاني.
Okay, take your time.
كده تمام يا دكتور ولا لسه مش واضح؟
معلش, my mic was on silent. Consumer buying behavior refers to the buying behavior of the ultimate consumer. Many factors, specificities, and characteristics influence the individual in what he is and the consumer in his decision. Making process, shopping habits, purchase behaviors, the brand he buys, or the retailer he goes. A purchase decision is the result of each and every one of those factors. An individual and a consumer is led by the culture, his subculture, and his social class, his membership group, his family, his personality, and his psychological factors, and is influenced by cultural trends as well as social and societal environment. By identifying and understanding the factors that influence the customer, brands have an opportunity to develop a strategy, a marketing message, and advertising campaigns more effective, efficient, and more in line with the needs and ways of thinking of their target consumers. a real asset to better meet the needs of its customers and increase sales. Okay, here they talk about so many factors related to consumer behavior.
Mhm.
So they start with, can you stop the screen for a sec?
Okay.
Or if you want to go down and see their model, do they have a model or no model?
باشمهندس إسلام scroll down كده.
Or close the screen. I can read the factors on top.
معلش يا دكتور، هو باشمهندس إسلام واضح إن هو عنده مشكلة، هو اللي عامل share screen.
That's okay. Can you stop sharing this? Or if I share, can you guys see? Like if I do not, can you see my screen or no? Same screen is just shown.
Yes, دكتور واضح.
Okay. So in Article 1, they focused on factors impacting consumer behavior. There's many factors. There's many factors that impact consumer behavior. They've said culture. They said social factors. They said personal factors. They said psychological factors. Okay. Now, they also said consumer needs. They said experiences, so customer experience. What else did they say? Do you remember?
Environmental, political, economic, social, technological.
Okay. Technology.
وكمان
We can say the market factors. Right. وكمان ايه؟
marketing mix اللي هو البرودكت والبرايس والبليس والبروموشن.
So they mentioned all the factors. Price, place, promotion. Okay. And its impact on all this is independent variables. Okay.
تمام.
The dependent variables that they mentioned, they said consumer behavior, which can be many stuff. They said purchase intention. They said brand preference. They said awareness. Huh?
Yes.
They said satisfaction. Okay. So this is article number 1. The factors of the factors that can impact consumer behavior. Consumer behavior, there's many. There's purchase intention, there's brand preference, there's awareness, there's satisfaction. Did they mention expectations? No, I don't think so.
No.
Okay. Article 2, but what do they say?
باشمهندس إسلام article 2 من فضلك.
باين كده.
Almost. Okay. Can you make the screen a bit bigger? Or just zoom in the abstract. Okay. This research is motivated by the rapid development of technology at this time in all aspects, including information. In addition, according to This Guy, brand image is an interesting topic to be a variable that influences consumer purchase decisions on a cosmetic product. So here they focus specifically on cosmetics. This is more interesting because currently Indonesian consumers like to consume cosmetics made from natural ingredients made from plants. So the marketing strategy, which consists of promotion, price, consumer taste factors, namely brand image, influence purchase decision. ثانية أكتب الفactors دول. What did they, the effect of promotion? Promotion,
Price or brand image.
brand image,
The price.
way,
Price.
price, promotion, price with brand image, 3 only,
Yes.
and consumer taste. Consumer taste. And its impact on purchase of cosmetics. Purchase decisions on cosmetics. Okay, so this is article number 2. Article number 3. The 3rd article, or you only got 2 articles?
نو يا دكتور هم ايه بس باشمهندس اسلام بيعمل شيرنج دلوقتي.
Okay.
سوري يا دكتور بس one moment.
Sure.
معلش يا دكتور في مشكلة سؤال ممكن تاخد مود حالا من الموبايل
Okay.
دكتور معلش سؤال على ما باشمهندس اسلام كده يعمل شيرنج للسكرين.
Sure, go ahead.
حضرتك محتاجة مننا ان احنا بعد ما نخلص يعني حضرتك تشوفي معانا الارتكلز كلها ان احنا نجمعها في one فايل على اساس الداتا ان حضرتك ظبطيها معانا ونبعته لحضرتك تاني.
Yes.
اوكي.
Okay.
الارتكلز نفسها ولا يعني نوتس
لا،
زي
أنا
ما حضرتك واخداها؟
Okay, do you see my Word document? I just want to
Yes.
put you on the right track of your research paper. So أهم حاجة عندي, you guys identify the factors you want to investigate. عشان tomorrow we're going to take the first step in primary investigation.
يعني
Okay?
نطبق الستبس زي ما حضرتك عاملاها في دلوقتي.
Exactly. Plus the literature review. اتفقوا مين هيكتب ايه when it comes to the literature review. لازم يبقى بنفس الترتيب ده. The answer is no. You can add on or remove elements or add elements.
تمام. احنا هنكتب literature review ده على اساس كل يعني السم اب اللي طلعناه من كل الارتكلز صح كده؟
Exactly.
اوكي.
Okay. So by the end of this week, I just want step 1 to step 5 to be complete. So we can take something new and apply it. رديت على سؤالك؟
تمام.
Okay.
ميرسي جدا.
You're welcome. So we're up to Article 3. Okay. The research is motivated by the rapid development of technology at this time in all aspects, including information. According, مش احنا قرينا ده؟ لا احنا قرينا ده. We read this article. We're up to the next article. Okay. Can you increase the font or zoom in? Islam, can you zoom in, please?
يا دكتور بس هو النت واضح ان في مشكلة عندنا كلنا. Yeah, it's trying.
No, it's okay. So are you guys able to identify independent or dependent variables? سهل بالنسبة لكم؟ Is it easy?
Clear.
Okay, these articles are practice if you think about it for the exam, so. Okay. The promotion mix is a term used to describe the set of tools that a business can use to communicate effectively the benefits of the product or service to its customers. The purpose of promotion is to reach the targeted consumers and persuade them to buy. Promotion has been defined as the coordination of a seller-initiated effort to step up channels of information and persuasion to sell goods and services or promote an idea. Sales promotion is a vital element of promotion mix. The purpose of the study is to investigate. May, share your screen again, please.
Once Islam. دكتور ممكن ابعتها لحضرتك على الواتساب يعني يبقى اسهل حضرتك تفتحيها من عندك.
Sure. بس استني افتح الواتساب. Sure. Send it to me on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Did you send it to me? Marketing research? No.
I'm sending a دكتور ثانية واحدة.
Okay, wait, sending it. Are you sending, you're not sending all, you're sending only two, stop. Okay, here's the articles. So the first article, this is not the article I was reading though.
It's a different one.
But we can read it for now. Okay. In Pakistan, the trend of celebrity endorsement is increasingly rapid, as like in other developed and developing countries. The purpose of this paper is to examine the effect of celebrity endorsement on mobile phone purchase intention. So the effect of mobile phone purchase on males and female customers. So in Article 3, the independent variable is the effect of celebrity endorsement. The dependent variable
Customer intention.
yes, the customer intention to purchase
mobile.
Exactly. Okay. If you go down, the celebrity endorsement, is there okay, here it is. When it comes to celebrity endorsement, there's several factors underneath it. These are the variables. We have attractiveness, trustworthiness, and expertise. We have credibility.
Sorry again, doctor.
Excuse me. If you move under, this is his research model. And in his literature review, he has identified 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 and 3, 18 variables. 18 independent variables. Did he study all variables? No. He only studied 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He studied likability. Do they like them? He studied personality, attractiveness, and experience. Okay. This is the next article. Can you see, Kira? Is it clear? Okay. The objective of this study is to determine role of packaging on consumer buying behavior. The purpose of this research is to examine the essential factors which are driving then the success of a brand. This research also identified the relationship between the dependent and the independent variables. This is a primary research and the data has been collected through questionnaires. Okay, so the main focus here is packaging and its impact on consumer buying behavior. What are the variables that he selected? Independent variables: packaging color, packaging material, design, and innovation. So in Article 4, if we're going to talk about the independent variables, he has several. He has the packaging color, packaging material, design, and innovation. Material. And the dependent variable, consumer buying behavior. So dependent variable, purchase intention. Okay. So these are 4 articles. Do you have another article?
يا دكتور في 4 ستيل فبعت لحضرتك على الجروب وصلوا؟
ثانية أنا فتحت 1 و 2 ثانية في ديت؟ لا 1 و 2
هما كذا واحد فيهم
article
مكتوب
1.
عليه 1 و 2.
Okay, I found it. Okay, here it is. The purpose of this study is to investigate the effect of sales promotion on a buyer's decision-making process. In other words, the general objective of the study was to find out the effectiveness of some elements on the buying behavior of customers, marketing activities related to promotion of sales, increased consumer. Okay, so they're focusing on promotions, huh? Yes, promotion. Did they choose specific? Let's see. Okay, factor influencing consumer behaviors. Okay, these are all the factors. So this is a literature paper, and he's explaining all the factors. For example, we have culture here, information processing. We have, if you look at this article, it begins recognition, problem awareness, personal sources, commercial sources, public sources, experience. Okay, the useful and influence of sources of information vary between product. Okay, let's say we're going to focus on this. Okay.
Okay.
He did a summary of all the factors.
Mhm.
But let's say we're going to say this is Article 5. Article 5. If we're going to talk about independent variables, he focused on personal sources, commercial sources, public sources, and experience sources. These are his independent variable. Personal factors, social, commercial factors, newspaper, radio, television, consumer organizations, specialists, magazines. Experiential factor. Okay, and its impact on consumer purchase intention. Let's stop for now. The dependent. So step 1, we identified a topic. We wanted to study what motivates consumers to purchase. Literature review is step 2. According to the literature review, we collected around 5 different articles. Article number 1 mentioned many factors and its impact on purchase intention or brand preference or effective response or satisfaction or attention. All these factors can be dependent factors. In Article 2, they focus on 4 independent and its impact on specifically cosmetics. Article number 3, they focus on celebrity endorsement. Article number 4, they focus on packaging. Article number 5, they focus on the market, personal, commercial, public, experience. So now we are reaching step 3, step 4, step 5. Step 3, problem definition. What exactly we want to study. Step 4, conceptual model. Step 5, hypotheses. Okay. I'm going to do an example for myself. This doesn't have to be the same thing you want to study. But when I was reading, I want to focus on education because I'm a lecturer. So behavior, consumer behavior, intentions towards selecting a university. This is my topic. This is my dependent variable. Okay. Now, my independent variable, as I was reading, there's many factors that can impact decision-making. I'm going to focus on let's see, what am I going to focus on? Okay, I'm going to focus on personal factors and promotion. When it comes to personal factors, it's going to be attention. It was intention. Price affordability. ممكن أقول إيه؟ Promotion factors. I'm going to focus on celebrity endorsement. The credibility and the attractiveness. Celebrity endorsement, message quality, message quality. So these are the factors I want to study. Personal factors, which is attention, wanting the need, wanting education, and price, can they afford it or not? Promotional factors, we're going to focus on celebrity endorsement, message quality, message credibility, and its impact on behavior intentions. Let's say this is it, okay? Once I confirmed my model, I then move on to writing my problem definition, which is investigating the personal and promotional factors that can impact consumer behavior, intentions towards selecting a university. So this is my problem definition, step 3. So step 3 خلصت, step 4 خلصت. Now I'm going to move to the hypothesis. Hypotheses are education guesses. It depends on how many numbers of independent variables do you have. Okay, so in my case, how many independent variables do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 independent variables. يبقى هبقى عندي 5 hypotheses. So hypothesis number 1, attention and consumer behavior. I'm not sure the higher the attention to education, the higher, I'm not sure. So I can write a non-directional hypothesis, which looks like this. There is a significant relationship between consumer attention and consumer behavior intention towards selecting universities. Okay, hypothesis 2. Do I want to write it non-directional or do I want to write it directional? Price affordability.
Directional.
يبقى hypothesis 2 مثلا. The higher the affordability,
the more the consumer behavior intention,
the more the consumer will develop behavior intention towards selecting. Okay, so
yes.
The idea of how to write hypothesis, you select. ممكن أشكل شكلي، ممكن كله نفس الشكل، ممكن. It's up to you. But every hypothesis for one independent, one dependent, one independent, one dependent. Okay. So what I want you to do right now is you're going to do a different Zoom with you and your team and confirm your model and then email it to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. No.
Let me.
I will send you an email.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Sure. And I'm going to. it's supposed to يوصل لك دلوقتي. Okay, so now we're gonna move to group number 3. Is group number 3 here?
تمام يا دكتور.
Yes,
حضرتك
يا
سامع؟
دكتور.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Group 3. What's your topic?
Our broad problem about customer satisfaction.
Customer satisfaction.
Yeah.
So step 2 now, let's work on the literature review. I will
Okay.
stop sharing and you can go ahead and share.
Yeah. خلود. خلود will make a share. Okay. I have 2 articles. The first one I will talk about what's customer satisfaction and why it is still customer satisfaction important in 2021. This is the first article I will talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. This is the first one.
Summer, did you begin speaking? Because I cannot hear you.
Yeah, yes, I am with you, doctor.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the first one I will talk about.
Okay.
What's customer satisfaction?
Okay.
When I decide to make research, because I want to know more about customer satisfaction to improve my marketing strategy for my business.
Okay.
Okay. The first step I prepare, it's a observation. In this step, I choose my topic and it's called the customer satisfaction, and my article called what's customer satisfaction and why it is still important in 2021 specifically.
Okay.
It's applied research. It's an actual problem. طبعا دي مشكلة يعني موجودة حاليا. كلنا طبعا بنعاني منها الكاستمر satisfaction يعني. This is step 1 اللي هي observation. حضرتك أكمل يا دكتور؟
لا أنا افتكرتك أنت okay. No, I can read it, no problem.
Yeah,
Okay. In simple words, customer satisfaction is a measurement that determines how well a company's product or service meets customer expectation.
Yeah.
So it's a measurement of how companies' products meets. Okay. It's one of the most important indicators of purchase intention and customer loyalty, such as it helps predict business growth revenues. While the definition above looks pretty straightforward, in reality, it is not easy to define what customer satisfaction really means for your company. Okay, so here, when it comes to so there is specific customer satisfaction matrix come into play. They let determine the exact influence of satisfaction, and it pays off to keep your customers happy. A happy customer satisfaction level guarantees long-term clients and make you stand out from their competition. It also lets you to avoid the dire consequences of bad customer experience. Okay, so here, customer satisfaction in Article 1, it says that customer satisfaction leads to, the first sentence it says, customer satisfaction determines how the company product meets customer expectation. So leads to expectations and loyalty.
Yeah.
This is article number 1. Article number 2.
How to improve customer satisfaction.
Okay, let's see article number 2. Oh wait, this is your art. انت اللي كاتبه ده؟ لا, this is an article. Okay, article number 2.
Article number 2, yeah, خلود.
If you can make it bigger so I can read.
Okay.
تمام كده يا دكتور.
تمام كده.
الطابق التاني هيبقى online customer satisfaction during COVID-19.
Okay. Can you make it bigger?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, can you go? Okay, perfect. Now go up to the abstract.
Abstract.
Up, let it up.
Okay.
Okay, first page. Okay, a conceptual model based on antecedents and consequences of online consumer satisfaction has been proposed and empirically proved in this study. Data were collected during, conformity factor was done, the structure equation. The findings indicate that consumers feel more satisfied when they shop through direct e-stores than indirect e-stores, whereas the perception and the actual experience are different. Okay, so now we're going to move down to see what exactly did they focus on? What are their factors? Okay, keep going down. Hypothesis development, ممكن نلاقيها. Keep going, more. I'm looking at a model, conceptual model. If they have it, bring it. If they don't, we'll read it within the text. Okay, Khulud?
Okay.
Do they have a model?
Wait.
Okay. Are you moving? Khulud, I think your screen got frozen.
مش لاقيه دلوقتي.
انزلي، لا انزلي تحت، مش لاقيه، انزلي تحت اكتر. Here it is. This is it.
Okay.
Okay. So in this study, what are the independent variables? Risk, perceived uncertainty, and the price. These factors lead to customer satisfaction. Okay. Another study can study customer satisfaction leads to customer delight. Customer delight leads to purchase intention. Okay. So I'm going, and fee word of mouth will fee. Okay. So let's type in the variables. We have perceived risk. We have a perceived uncertainty. We have price. Okay. Leads to customer satisfaction. That's the next article, Khulud.
Okay.
Hey, Doctor. Can I share the screen?
Sure. If you can make the abstract bigger.
No, I'm not sharing that. Oh, Mishi.
Okay.
Like, let me share the screen.
Okay. So Khulud, stop sharing so Muhammad can share.
عاوز اوري حضرتك حاجات واسال على حاجات في نفس الوقت.
Okay, go ahead.
بص يا دكتور، هو انا عملت يعني حاولت اعمل literature review، فجبت 2 articles بيتكلموا عن الكاستمر ساتسفاكشن وعلاقتهم بالبرايس توليرنس والبرايس سنسيتيفيتي. بس لقيت في الاخر ان الكاستمر ساتسفاكشن ما بقاش الديبندنت فاريبل، بقى الاندبندنت فاريبل هو اللي بيأثر على البرايس توليرنس بتاعت الناس. فصراحه احترت، يعني قلت لازم التوبيك هو اللي يبقى ديبندنت ولا لا. بس I went through it يعني صراحه عشان اتعلم الستبس، والارتكل في واحد عجبني قوي يعني فكملت الصراحه. فده اول سؤال لحضرتك. السؤال الثاني، انا بقى جبت من التو ارتكلز اللي هقولهم لحضرتك دلوقتي. بدات بالانترودكشن، ليه كاستمر ساتسفاكشن ده حاجه مهمه، وبعد كده عملت ديفينيشن للتو فاريبلز او الثري فاريبلز اللي انا هتكلم عليهم، اللي هم برايس توليرنس والكاستمر ساتسفاكشن. البرايس توليرنس ده اللي هو amount of money او اقصى amount of money العميل بيقدر يدفعها قبل ما يسويتش لاذر برودكت. والكاستمر ساتسفاكشن جبت منه ديفينيشن اللي هي number of customers او percentage of customers من التوتال كاستمر بتاعتي اللي بتريسيف فاليو اكتر من اللي هي كانت متوقعاها. وبعد كده طلعت منهم كي ووردز اللي هي percentage of total customers وريبورتد اكسبيرينس والبرودكت والسيرفيس اللي بنقدمها والساتسفاكشن جولز اصلا والانتندد جولز والاكسيد. ده انا جايبه من التو ديفينيشنز اللي في التو ارتكلز، مش من ارتكل واحد يعني. وعملت عليهم تعليقات في ايه اللي يهمنا يعني. انا كده ام سكيمنج ثرو ايه اللي انا عملته عشان حضرتك تديني فيدباك. وبعد كده قلت ان الكاستمر ساتسفاكشن ده عامه بيبقى مبني على ترانزاكشن واحده او مبني على سستينبل ريليشن شيب او مالتيبل ترانزاكشنز، وهو ده النوع الكاستمر ساتسفاكشن اللي هيبقى محل الدراسه نفسها. عشان خاطر الكاستمر ساتسفاكشن المبني على ترانزاكشن واحده is not insightful enough، ممكن تبقى يعني جايه somehow by يعني بالحظ يعني. فالسستينبل ريليشن شيب اللي فيها كاستمر ساتسفاكشن according to several او multiple او repeated transactions هي دي بتبقى محل دراسه. بعد كده عملت البروبلم ديفينيشن بقى نفسها غريبه شويه. انا البروبلم ديفينيشن اللي انا عاوز اقولها do I have to invest heavily على الكاستمر ساتسفاكشن عشان هو اللي هيخلي البرايس توليرنس ده عالي فانا اقدر اعلي اسعاري فالريفينيوز تبقى كتيره، ولا do I have to invest في حاجه ثانيه احسن من الكاستمر ساتسفاكشن احط فيها الفلوس according to اللي هيطلع لي من الهايبوثيسز اللي هعملها. وبعد كده الفاريبلز اللي انا حددتها طلع فيه dependent variable اللي هو البرايس توليرنس، والاندبندنت فاريبل اللي هو الكاستمر ساتسفاكشن، وفي مودريتنج فاريبل واحد عملوه ان هو بيأثر على العلاقه يعني ما بين التو فاريبلز دول، اللي هي الكواليتي بتاعت النكست بيست الترناتيف. يعني اول ما يكون في نكست بيست الترناتيف هيطلع لي بسعر زي اللي انا هدفعه، ده هيأثر بقى على هاو ساتسفايد ام اي والبرايس اللي انا عاوز ادفعه. لان انت لما تعلي عليا السعر وفي نكست بيست الترناتيف كويس، انا اول جو فور ذا نكست بيست الترناتيف يعني. فده المودريتنج فاريبل اللي لما بيجي بيأثر على العلاقه دي، ما بيخليهاش as proportion او ما بيخليش النسب تطلع زي ما هي يعني. وبعد كده عملت conceptual framework اللي هو الاندبندنت فاريبل بتاعي كان customer satisfaction والديبندنت كان البرايس توليرنس، والمودريتنج فاريبل هو النكست بيست alternative. الهايبوثيسيس كانت directional. I'm assuming يعني ان في positive association between customer satisfaction and price tolerance. The greater the customer satisfaction, the greater the price tolerance or maximum price the customer is willing to pay before switching to another competition or competitor. دي كلمة غلط معايا. الريليشن دي can be affected by moderating variable اللي هو مين؟ اللي هو next best alternative quality. ودي الريفرنسز بتاعتي. ده المحاولة بتاعتي في ان انا اسرد يعني literature review.
Alright, this is as if this is step 1 to step 5 as if you were working on your own as a project.
Yes.
When it comes to the literature review هنزود بس شوية أكتر. يعني you spoke about customer satisfaction, no problem, but write it in paragraph form.
Sorry, آسف. قول حضرتك.
Write it in يعني paragraphs, not sentences.
كتبت كل المعلومات اللي انا عاوز اكتبها.
بس no in a paragraph. انت كده انت
زي ما حضرتك كتبتها لنا قبل كده يا دكتور يعني.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. No, it's you got this. You got the idea of research. Yes.
طيب. دول بقى الارتكلز اللي انا جبت منها الداتا يعني. اول واحد كان بيتكلم عن الكاستمر ساتسفاكشن والبرايس توليرنس. الابستراكت بتاعه هو بينفستيجيت الكاستمر ساتسفاكشن والويلنجنس تو باي برايس توليرنس. The goal is not only to determine whether the association between customer satisfaction and price tolerance. هو هنا يا دكتور اصلا he is assuming ان العلاقه دي ضعيفه جدا اصلا. والدراسه كانت في اوروبا وعلى برايس جروب اوف برودكتس كده معين، هو اختارهم في اوروبا كلها يعني. وما كانتش اونلاين. فهو في الاخر طلع ان العلاقه دي في other moderating او other external factors كتير جدا بتاثر فيه.
So this relationship doesn't exist. It's
لا
not significant.
it exists. يعني لما الكاستمر ساتسفاكشن بيتغير البرايس توليرنس بيتغير، بس ده 1 ده 0.6. فانت يعني هو بيقترح على المانجمنت ان هي you have to split your investment. do not invest اكتر حاجه تنفست فيها customer satisfaction، لا بس ده في مكان معين وبرودكتس معينه. يعني هو قال برضو ان الاندستري بتفرق جدا، وقال ان الفاكتورز الثانيه دي حسب وجودها في كل اندستري بتفرق ولا لا. ده الارتكل نمبر 1. وفي بقى الديفينيشن وفي الميثودولوجيكال ابروتش اهو. هو حط على اكس والواي الماركت برايس والكوانتيتي والبرايس. واللي على اليمين ده يا فندم اللي هو بعد ما الكاستمر ساتسفاكشن زاد، فالمفروض ان الكيرف نفسه بيبعد شويه، فالتاثير بيقل يعني بتاع البرايس على الديماند بتاع الكوانتيتي. وطبعا في حاجات ما فهمتهاش قوي يعني.
No problem. These equations هنعملها في الاس بي اس اس، so مش لازم تفهمها.
احنا خدنا بعضها في الستاتستكس والاتش 1 والاتش نوت والحاجات دي.
Do you remember?
شويه لان كنت حابب الماده شويه يعني صراحه. بس هو هنا مدخل مش فاريبل واحد، يعني حوالي 3 فاريبلز اللي هي الحاجات اللي قلت لحضرتك ان هو هيعمل لها injection. he will inject the other variables in the equation so that he know the other factors بتاثر على العلاقه دي بقد ايه.
What are the other factors? Price tolerance and what?
Industrial characteristics اللي هو قال عليها، واكتر واحد فيهم البرايس اوف ذا نيكست alternative. next best alternative. هو ده اكتر حاجه كان مدخلها على حسب فهم المتواضع طبعا الحته دي. ودي الديسكريبشن جاب الداتا منين بقى؟ جابها من هيئه يعني governmental، حاجه governmental في السويد، وعملها في كام بلد في يوروب تقريبا، وعملها على كذا منتج يعني. بس ودي الفايندنجز اللي لقاها في الاخر اللي لخبطتني جدا بقى لما حط الفاكتورز التانيين. وده كان اول ارتكل.
You have another article?
Yes. بيتكلم بس I will go very quickly عشان زمايلي انا اسف. ده بيتكلم نفس الكوين يعني، بس من الناحيه الثانيه اللي هي قد ايه لما تزود الكاستمر ساتسفاكشن الكاستمرز ما بيبقوش برايس سنسيتيف. ف it's supposed to have the same directional relationship او hypothesis، يعني ان كل ما تزيد الكاستمر ساتسفاكشن انا اسف هتبقى العكس، هتقل البرايس سنسيتيفيتي تو ذا ديماند. يعني الكاستمرز هيبقوا able ان هم يتوليريتوا more prices. يعني نفس الكلام اللي فات، بس هو عشان
بس this is an independent variable.
برضه هو الكاستمر الساتسفاكشن is the independent. فدي اللي ملخبطاني. هو انا هل ينفع يبقى السكوب بتاعي حاجه بس هي الاندبندنت فاريبل، ولا I must find يعني other topics whereby the customer satisfaction is the dependent variable? Yeah.
The answer is no, because when you first choose a topic, it's a broad problem area. Why is it a broad problem area? Because you don't know what exactly
the dependent and
the detailed of the you can't pinpoint the problem.
Yes.
Only when you do the literature review, you can then understand, احنا عندنا مشكلة محتاجين نقيس 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why problem definition, defining what you want to study, is step 3, not step 1. Okay. Can my topic be independent and another topic dependent? Yes, it can be. This is why we call it a variable. It varies the value depending on different situations.
Okay.
عشان كده we don't say factors, we say variables. You can study it as a dependent variable, بس ممكن حد تاني ياخدها independent. وحد تالت ياخدها moderating.
But still it is the subject of my
exactly.
research.
Yes. But when you do the problem definition, you're going to be exactly clear what you want to study.
طبعا وهي هنا هتقع المشكله فين يا دكتور as I can forecast يعني ان هي لو زمايلي عاملين العكس we cannot بقى match او we cannot aggregate both. yes. فلازم احنا كلنا نبقى متفقين. yes. فلازم نبقى متفقين او ماجريجيتين عاملين اجريجيشن للافكار كلها عشان ايه تبقى in one direction. طيب يا دكتور معلش انا اخر سؤال ليا. انت حضرتك قلتي لي you're writing it in a paragraphs. so ايه المشكله في ده؟ انا ما فهمتش الحته دي.
No, you need to. يعني شايف الديفينيشنز انت حط كل ديفينيشن لوحدها. لا جمعهم في باراجراف.
لا انا جمعت الباراجراف بس اخدت منه كي ووردز.
هو انا يمكن مش شايفه قوي. It's very small.
اهو. And according to the number of customers that
we
definition
could conclude the below points. We could conclude connected with the previous sentence.
Yes, I can.
Connected, yes.
ده قصدي. ده كان قصدي اصلا.
Okay. So no problem. So كده, if you can stop sharing for a sec.
Yes.
Okay. What Muhammad did, he did the steps. Right now, your team show me different articles. In article number 1, customer satisfaction was an independent variable. The dependent was customer expectation and loyalty. In another article, customer satisfaction was dependent. And the independent variables were perceived risk, perceived uncertainty, price, and word of mouth. Article number 3, price tolerance, price comparison, and likelihood customer satisfaction. This is step 2. Step 3, you have to define what exactly you want to study. Step 4, create your model, your research model. Let's say the customer satisfaction, one's independent and one's dependent. And I want to study loyalty as well. So what I can do is, for example, which has a word of mouth. I use okay. So in my study, I'm using احنا ما خدناهاش في المادة بس في variable اسمها mediating variable. يعني ايه mediating variable؟ هو ده moderator? The answer is no. Mediating variable means from getting to point A to point C لازم تعدي على point B. So the mediating variable means that it plays 2 roles. The model is divided into 2 phases, phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1, price is the independent variable, price fairness. It impacts customer satisfaction, dependent variable. Then phase 2 of the model, independent variable impacts customer loyalty, dependent variable. This is called, so here, if we're going to name it, it's called antecedent. Independent.
وممكن برضو يا دكتور ال independent variables تبقى مثلا service quality, positive interaction, solve their problems مثلا كل دي و product quality كل دي independent variables.
اختاري اللي انت عايزة تختاريه. It's your study. Okay, so let's say this is my model. This is my research model. So according to step 3, my problem definition, I want to investigate the impact of price fairness on customer satisfaction, which leads to customer loyalty. This is my problem definition. Investigating the impact of price fairness on customer satisfaction, which leads to customer loyalty.
كده هيبقى فيه 2 hypotheses صح؟
1 2
Yes and 2 صح.
exactly. So this can, if you want to have a model split in 2 phases, you can. I don't mind. ما خدناهاش بس يعني لو عايز كده I have no problem. يبقى اسمها ايه؟ Antecedent أول واحدة independent dependent.
هو الارتكل التاني كان عامل كده اصلا. كان
Okay.
برايس على كاستمر ساتسفاكشن على الريفينيوز بقى في الاخر او على السيلز.
When it comes to hypothesis, like you said, there's going to be 2 hypotheses. ممكن نقول hypothesis 1.
ممكن نقول يا دكتور the higher the price the higher the customer satisfaction.
Okay. The higher the price
Price fairness.
is, the higher the customer.
The customer satisfaction.
Okay. Hypothesis number 2. عايزينها directional برضو.
Directional, yes. The higher the customer satisfaction, the higher the customer loyalty.
The higher the customer loyalty. Okay. So it's up to you. Decide today and email me your confirmed model so I can check.
ماشي.
Okay. Okay. Do you want me to send you this or you have an idea?
لا, please send it يا دكتور. I can email you. I can type you my email now.
Okay, please send me your email and I'll send it right now. I have sent it to you now, Mohammed.
Thank you very much يا دكتور.
You're welcome. Next group.
يا دكتور مع حضرتك.
ازيك عاملة ايه؟
أهلا الحمد لله، ازي حضرتك عاملة ايه؟
I'm good, alhamdulillah. What's your research topic on today?
الريسيرش بتاعنا عن السوشيال ميديا.
Social media. Okay. Can you begin to show me your articles?
اوكي. دكتور حضرتك عملتيني هوست بحيث ان انا اعرف اشير.
Yes, I did.
ثانية واحدة وفي مشكلة بس.
هي مش host, you can share normally. I made multiple participants
تمام.
share. Okay?
هو أصل بيقول لي ان في ايرور كود.
لا ما افتكرش. جربي تاني.
كده ظهر حاجة.
No, it still didn't. I still didn't see it.
هو برضه ستيل عمال بيديني ان في ايرور.
Okay. Amira, is someone in your group? Can someone else try sharing?
هاجر. آية.
طب ثواني كده دكتور وهشير أنا.
If there's a problem, then you can send it to me WhatsApp and I can share it from WhatsApp.
طيب دكتور هبعت لحضرتك لينكس واتساب. تمام معلش.
Okay.
اوكي تمام.
Oh, it's shared.
لا خلاص اتشير. اوكي تمام يا دكتور شكرا.
Okay.
اوكي يا دكتور، هو معلش سوري بس على التأخير. هو احنا عاملين التوبيك عندنا على السوشيال ميديا ماركتينج. تمام، فأول توبيك معانا السوشيال ميديا مع البراند انجيجمنت والبرشيز انتنشن في الفاست فود اندستري.
Okay. Social media advertising, did they have sub-variables?
عندنا اللي هو البرشيز انتنشن.
Okay.
والبراند انجيجمنت.
ماشي، أنا سؤالي ليكي بقى social media advertising أسوها general or في sub variables؟
لا مش فاهمة تاني دكتور.
Okay, go down. Let's see the model. Okay, stop. Go up. Up. Here, stop. Go up. لا رايحة فين؟ اطلعي فوق. لا. عايزة أشوف التable, please. Okay, here's the table. Their advertisement, so when they talk about social media advertisement, it talks about interactivity, entertainment, it's relevant, وفي engagement. الثلاثة دول أو الأربعة دول, it leads to purchase intention. So when it comes to social media advertising, it should have interactivity. It should be entertaining. It should have relevance. And it should be engaging. This leads to purchase intention. Okay, next article.
next article بيتكلم عن السوشيال ميديا.
Okay.
في الفاشن ستايل في سعودي أرابيا.
Okay. This one is fashion. The other one was fast food.
Yes.
Okay, what are the variables? Do they have a model or should we get it from the abstract? No, this is not it. Go down.
اللي هو ال customer engagement وال
Yeah, كل دول. Okay.
yes.
So value, trust. ممكن تملهم لي. Value, trust,
Trust, effective commitment,
effective commitment,
word of mouth,
word of mouth.
loyalty,
Okay.
brand community involvement,
Loyalty, brand community. Okay.
وال customer engagement,
Customer engagement,
customer participation,
customer participation,
involvement.
involvement. Okay.
Okay.
This leads to purchasing intention of fashion. Okay, next article.
ثانية واحدة.
يا دكتور دلوقتي احنا الارتكل التاني هيكون عن السوشيال ميديا تأثيرها الامباكت بتاعها على البراند لويالتي.
Okay. So go, if let's read the abstract.
اوكي.
Okay.
تمام اقول الفاريبلز بتاعتها.
Yeah.
اوكي هو هيكون في الاندبندنت فاريبلز هتكون الكامبينز الادفانتجز كامبينز.
Okay.
اوكي والريليفنت كونتنت.
Relevant content.
appearing on various platforms.
Okay, so frequency.
Okay.
Or attention.
And popularity of the content.
Okay.
Well, offers applications on social media.
Okay. لا قولي تاني آخر واحدة.
Offers applications on social media.
Applications, offers.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
بعد كده في ال dependent variables هتكون ال brand loyalty. وال promotion by social media users.
Promotion. Okay.
Okay.
So brand loyalty. And loyalty and usage.
لا البروموشن باي سوشيال ميديا يوزرز.
Promotion.
البروموشن اللي اليوزرز نفسهم بيعملوه.
Oh, so it's like word of mouth.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, next article.
انزلي بس لتحت شوية عشان الابستراكت فين. اوكي تمام. الفاريبلز برضه يا دكتور.
Yes, yes, please.
طيب الاندبندنت هتكون السورس credibility.
Source credibility. Okay.
Source attractiveness.
Source attractiveness. Okay. إيه كمان؟
Product matchup.
نعم.
Product matchup.
All right. Product matchup. So that's like product relevance.
تمام.
Okay.
واخر حاجه ال meaning transfer.
Meaning.
Independent.
Okay.
Dependent variables هتكون consumer attitude.
Okay. Consumer attitude.
وال purchase intention.
Purchase intention. Okay.
انا دكتور بقى في حاجه يعني شويه متلخبطه فيها، مش عارفه هي صح ولا غلط.
اتفضلي.
هو كده ممكن يكون ال consumer attitude برضه في نفس الوقت moderating variable.
I believe so.
تمام اوكي.
It could be a moderating, or it could be like what I told Muhammad, the middle variable that before I go to A and C, I have to pass by B.
تمام، انه يكون independent في النص صح كده؟
أيوة, exactly.
تمام اوكي.
Okay. You have another article? You have another article?
Yes. Oh.
Okay.
اوكي تمام، شير يا آية. يا دكتور effect of social media on brand image, brand reality لgeneration for generation Y هو from اللي هو من 2015 ل 2020.
Okay. الصغيرين. Should I read? Okay. كبري بس شوية zoom in so I can see the abstract. Okay. Indonesians has a population of more than 260 million, of which by 2020 Generation Y is predicted to account for 70% of the total. With different birth rates, Generation Y is a backbone of Indonesia product purchasing. Generation Y is interested in establishing strong relationships with specific brands on social media. They are also interested in working with companies to design a product. Most Generation Y utilizes more than one electronic device, and they are also brand loyal. Therefore, this study seeks to examine the effect of social media, which is word of mouth, online community, and online advertising on brand image and loyalty in Generation Y. So the independent variable.
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Online and advertising.
Online advertising.
Or online community.
And online community. And it impacts the dependent variable brand loyalty. So yeah, brand image and brand loyalty.
Brand image.
Okay. And do you have another article? Or this is it? That's it?
تمام. لا في واحد تاني بس أنا waiting بس آية بتشير.
Okay. Article 6. Social media has been playing an important role in marketing strategy. As a part of social media, social networking sites can be utilized by enterprises to create direct communication and good relationship with customers. Therefore, enterprises using social networking sites have to select the right marketing content to enhance strong customer relationship, which leads to their behavior generating sustainable performance for enterprises. This research considers social media marketing activities and customer experience to measure customer relationship quality, which can impact customer behavior outcomes, which are purchase intentions, loyalty intentions, and participation intentions. So basically, intentions of any sort. Table, all right. So the independent variables are what? Social media activities and customer experience and customer relationship quality. So Sanya, customer relation quality. On social media marketing activities. Social media marketing activities and customer experience. Customer experience and its impact on intentions. Next article, or this is it. This is it? Okay.
في تو articles تانيين يا دكتور كان سارة بس هي مش موجودة يعني فاحنا ممكن نشير it برضه.
Go ahead if you want to. Here.
Okay. يلا اهي. تمام يا دكتور. Impact of social media marketing on brand reality.
Building and maintaining brand loyalty are one of the central themes of research for marketeers for a very long time. Marketeers have utilized various meanings to maintain the brand loyalty of their customers. One of the recent name is social media marketing. The aim of this study is to identify the effect of social media marketing on brand loyalty of the consumers, given the concept is receiving increasing attention from marketeer academia and practitioners. The scope of the study consists of customers who follow at least one brand. Okay, let's go down to see what are the variables, because they're focusing on social media marketing. Go down, it's not moving. Now it's moving. See if there's a model. If there's no model, then we can get, oh, there it is. Is this it? There are, there's, no, this is not it. Can you keep going down? No, keep going down. Okay, they don't have a model. So we're going to get it from the hypotheses. There's hypotheses in this article, correct? I think it was in the literature review. I think. Okay, here, stop, hypothesis. Okay, so brand loyalty of the customer is positively affected when the brand offer advantageous campaigns on social media. So brand offer. And offer. Okay. Brand loyalty of the customers is positively affected when brand offer relevant content. Okay, so relevant content. Frequent updates. It's so okay, so frequent updates. After frequent updates, offers content that are popular among friends on social media. So popularity, popular content. Okay. Various platforms, frequency.
Offer.
Okay. And the dependent variable is brand loyalty. Brand loyalty. Okay. Let's say enough articles for now so I can show you what we did. Can you stop sharing your Hugger for a sec? Okay. What we did is we summarized what each article's focus is on. So in article number 1, they focus on social media advertising and its impact on purchase intention of fast food. They said social media advertising must be interactive, entertaining, relevant, and engaging. If in social media kida, if it's going to impact purchase intention. Article number 2, they said the value, trust, effective commitment, word of mouth, loyalty, brand community, customer engagement, customer involvement. This leads to purchase intention, specifically in fashion. Article 3, they were talking in general. They said that social media relevant content, frequency, popularity, and engagement leads to brand loyalty and word of mouth. Here, they focus on source credibility, source attractiveness, product relevance. It impacts customer attitude, which impacts customer intention. Article number 5, word of mouth, online advertising, online community, impacts brand image, which impacts brand loyalty. So now, the final article, there's not final fee, independent variable, customer relations, marketing, customer experience, impacts intentions, effective campaign, relevant content, popularity content, frequency content, impacts brand loyalty. Now it's time to create my research model. So my question to you guys, what are the variables you want to study? What's your dependent variable? What do you want to study?
The social media marketing.
Okay, here's social media marketing. Social media marketing, okay. What's the dependent variable? Its impact on what? Consumer loyalty, consumer satisfaction, consumer purchase intention.
Consumer
loyalty. Okay. Now, in a specific field, fashion, cosmetics, education, home appliances. Do you want to choose? You want cosmetics? Sure. So consumer loyalty towards cosmetic brands. Okay. Now, when it comes to social media campaign, what does it have to have in order to make consumers loyal? I would have, I think, credible content. عشان credibility كانت اتقالت كذا مرة in different articles. So usually I tell people, if you're going to select a variable, what are the variable that is most common among all the articles? So credibility was one of them. What else do you want to study? Interactivity. Actually, this is what differentiates traditional media from non-traditional media. Non-traditional media, it has extra benefit, which is interactivity, keeping the consumers involved. What else do you want? Now?
Entertainment.
Entertainment. ممكن كمان word of mouth. The power of social media marketing, it isn't because we're always on social media, like what people say. It's because we see word of mouth. When my friends or when my relatives or family, they write a post, أنا باخدها بصدق. Why? If they said they had a great time in XYZ restaurant, هم اتدفعوا لهم فلوس عشان يكتبوا كده? The answer is no. So I take what they say sincerely because I know there's no hidden agenda. And for this reason, word of mouth is a very powerful, or it's a great element that gives social media marketing power. So let's focus on word of mouth. And let's say this is enough. So this is my research model. These are my independent variables. I have 4 independent variables I want to study, and I want to study its impact on customer loyalty, specifically cosmetics. This is what you want to study?
Okay.
So this is going to be step 4, the research model. Step 3, identify your problem definition, which means what exactly do you want to study? So according to our research model, what exactly are we doing? Well, we're investigating the impacts of various social media marketing factors on consumer loyalty towards cosmetic products or cosmetic brands. It's factors on the development of consumer loyalty towards cosmetic brands. So now we're going to move on to step 5, which is the hypothesis. What are hypotheses?
The higher credibility, the higher reality.
Okay, ممكن. So step 5, research hypotheses. It's the educated guess that we want to prove true or false. So hypothesis 1, you want to write them in directional form. So we are going to say the higher the credibility of the content, the higher the consumer loyalty towards the cosmetic brands. Hypothesis number 2. Interactivity, the higher the interactivity, the higher the customer loyalty. Entertaining, the higher the entertaining, the more the content is entertaining, the higher the consumer loyalty towards the cosmetic brand. The final hypothesis is word of mouth. So the higher the word of mouth. Exactly. Okay. So this is your hypothesis. يبقى كده انتم خلصتوا step 1, 3, 4, 5. فاضل بس تعملوا literature review and then you're done. Okay. So can you please send me your email so I can email you this?
Okay.
You sent it to me? Yes, AFRO. Let me go say group number 4. No, all 4. Okay. Okay, I sent it to you, A, right now. So if this is your final confirmation, خلاص, send it to me on the WhatsApp group, and then we are ready for tomorrow's lecture.
Okay, doctor.
Okay, next group. Group 5.
دكتور هو ده المفروض نزود عليه الليتريتشر ريفيو ونبعته لحضرتك صح كده؟
مش لازم، مش لبكره، الاسبوع اللي جاي.
يعني مش لازم نبعته النهارده.
No, it's going to be too much, I think. If you can do it now, do it عشان تنجزي. بس لو مش ما عرفتيش تخلصيها خلاص you have this week to do it.
أنا عشان بس الامتحان بكرة.
لا الامتحان مش بكرة، الامتحان يوم 26.
الميد تيرم؟
اه
تمام، أنا كنت مفكرة الامتحان بكرة.
هي كانت بكرة بس اتأجلت للمرة اللي جاية، السبت اللي جاي.
تمام يا دكتور.
دكتور معلش انا اسفه سؤال بس، احنا الامتحان زي ما احنا على الكونتنت بتاعت المحاضره الاولانيه بس صح؟
Exactly. Yes.
تمام. انا اسفه برضو للسؤال، هو الامتحان هيبقى الساعه 2 لحد كام؟
الامتحان مش طويل، عايزين كام ساعة؟ 2 hours؟
لا احنا مش عارفين الكونتنت ايه، في حضرتك اللي عارفه.
ممكن بس look we'll make it 3 hours. مش 3 hours 3 hours كتير. 2.5 hours.
اوكي يا دكتور.
Okay. 2.5 hours, multiple choice, basic and applied, the variables, basically step 1 to step 5, same content.
Okay, thank you دكتور.
You're welcome. Next group 5.
مساء الخير يا دكتور.
مساء النور.
هبدأ أتشير السكرين دلوقتي.
Go ahead.
ده أول أرتكل يا دكتور. واضح عند حضرتك؟
Let me see.
واحنا اخترنا كاستمر ساتسفاكشن برضه يا دكتور، بس يعني فيو تانية اكيد عن الزملاء يعني.
Of course, it's okay. Customer satisfaction. Okay.
هو الديبندنت، اتفضل يا دكتور.
لا اتفضل انت. What's the okay, article number 1.
article number 1 الديبندنت هيبقى الكاستمر ساتسفاكشن.
Okay.
والاندبندنت هم قسموا الامبلوي ساتسفاكشن على 5 حاجات.
Okay.
في الارتكل الامبلوي ريورد. ثانية واحدة يا دكتور اجيبهم من حضرتك. الريورد والكوميونيكيشن بتاع الامبلوي ساتسفاكشن والامبلوي سوري ريتنشن. دي تاني حاجة. والامبلوي كوميتمنت. وكان الكوميونيكيشن والامبلوي ساتسفاكشن.
Employee satisfaction. Okay.
ده article number 1.
Okay. Article number
2 حنان. هو كان customer satisfaction برضو.
The dependent variables.
الديبندنت برضو كان كاستمر ساتسفاكشن، بس كان في الاونلاين سيرفيس والامباكت بتاعه. وكان الاندبندنت هم 4 حاجات: الافشنسي، الفولفيلمنت، والسيستم افيلابيلتي، والبرايفسي.
What was the first one, please? Efficiency, صح? So fulfillment, availability, privacy, and efficiency.
بالظبط يا دكتور.
Okay. Next article.
تمام يا دكتور. هو هنا بيتكلم على neglected outcomes mainly في and its impact على customer satisfaction. الارتكل هنا حددت ان في 2 important driver according affecting the outcome of customer satisfaction. Well, first one is the firm's advertising and promotion efficiency. This is number 1. This is an independent variable. And the second one is the human capital performance. And also they mentioned that they were having a moderating influence, which is the market concentration.
Okay, I'm sorry, can you say independent variables again?
Yes, number 1 is advertising and promotion efficiency.
Okay.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Yes, human capital performance.
Human capital performance. Number 3.
Yes, and also they stated that there is a moderating influence of a market concentration.
Market concentration. Okay.
Yes, this is article number 3. We can go to article 4.
Article 4.
This article is mentioning the factors affecting the customer satisfaction. Mainly they indicated or studying 2 factors, independent factor, which is the can you go down, Hanan, article, please?
Okay.
Yes, stop. One of them, first one, is the reasonable pricing.
Okay, reasonable pricing.
Which is a price fairness.
Price
And
fairness.
the second, yes, and the second one is the customer service.
Customer service.
Yes. So we are having two, in this article, we're having 2 independent variables. The first one is the price fairness, and the second one is the customer service.
Okay. Do you have another article?
Yes, article 5.
Okay.
Article 5 يا دكتور بنتكلم عن الميجرنج للكاستمر ساتسفاكشن، هل هو must or not. الديبندنت بتاعنا هيبقى الكاستمر ساتسفاكشن،
Okay.
والاندبندنت هيبقى الريليشن للكاستمرز مع البرودكتس والريليشن with the service.
With product relation with the service.
والبيزنس ايمج.
Image. Okay.
الارتكل number 6 importance of customer satisfaction in relation to customer loyalty and retention. هنا الديبندنت انا شفتها ان هي البيزنس بروفيتابيلتي. profitability ايوه.
Okay.
والاندبندنت على الكاستمر ساتسفاكشن والكاستمر لويالتي والكاستمر ريتنشن.
Retention and loyalty. Okay.
article number 7.
Article number 7.
أسامة.
ايوه يا دكتور مع حضرتك. البرودكت كواليتي يبقى فيه الانتر ديبارتمنتال انتراكشنز بتعتمد عليها 3 حاجات زي الاورجانيزيشنال كاركترستكس، عندنا الليدرشيب والاورجانيزيشنال ستراكشر والريورد سيستم. وانا بحدد مين الديبندنت ومين الاندبندنت اللي بي
I believe equality leadership reward impacts satisfaction. So يبقى independent يبقى quality leadership and reward. صح؟
ايه دكتورة؟
The independent variable, it's going to be quality, leadership, and reward, which impacts satisfaction. Correct?
تمام.
Okay. Do you have another article?
يا دكتورة في الارتكل اونلاين شوبينج.
Okay.
الاونلاين شوبينج يا دكتور بتعتمد على الكونسيومر بيهيفير والبرسيفد ريسكس.
Okay. Let's see. Yes.
والكونسيومر اتيتيودز والشوبينج بيهيفير نفسها.
So the shopping experience. Okay.
وبرضه بحدد ال dependent وال independent وال motive variables
عملتها. The
بالنسبة
independent.
لل customer satisfaction.
Okay.
دكتور هنا ال relationship between loyalty and customer satisfaction أنا شايفة هنا إن ال customer satisfaction دي ال independent وال loyalty هي ال dependent.
Yes, it is.
اوكي وفي الارتكل اللي بعديها برضو هأكد نفس المعلومة بس هي في حاجة تانية مختلفة ان داخل فيها ال word of mouth هي بس هنا في حاجة ان هم بيشوفوا ان ممكن اول تجربة ليا من السيرفيس تكون كويسة فيكون في positive word of mouth بس ده مش شرط يكون تحقق loyalty يعني تمام لكن اللويالتي اكيد بتحقق positive word of mouth ففي بقى hypothesis كده تحت يعني مختلفة بس هنا برضو loyalty هي dependent على ال customer satisfaction.
Okay.
وال word of mouth برضو dependent على ال loyalty وعلى ال customer satisfaction.
Do you have another article?
لا هما كده ال8 يا دكتور.
Okay. Can you close your screen for a sec? Okay. So based on article number 1, they say employee reward, communication, retention, commitment leads to satisfaction. Article number 2, the fulfillment, the availability, the privacy, the efficiency leads to satisfaction online, towards online shopping. Okay. Article number 3, advertising efficiency and employee performance leads to satisfaction. Article number 4, price fairness and customer service quality leads to satisfaction. Article number 5, relations with the product, relations with the service, brand image leads to satisfaction. Article number 6, profit, retention, and loyalty leads to satisfaction. Article number 7, quality, leadership, and reward leads to satisfaction. Article 8, perceived risk, consumer attitude, shopping leads to satisfaction. Loyalty leads to satisfaction. Article 10, loyalty and word of mouth leads to satisfaction. What do you want to study? This is my question to you. What do you want to study? Do you want to study a specific field?
دكتور هو في article number 5 أنا شايفاها إن ال satisfaction وال loyalty هما اللي بيؤدوا إلى ال profitability. يعني أيوه هنا.
Relationship with the product, relationship with the service.
لا اللي بعدها يا دكتور معلش الارتكل 6.
Okay.
الديبندنت هو ال profitability.
Dependent, okay. Profitability. والindependent.
ال satisfaction وال retention وال loyalty بيؤدوا إلى ال profitability.
Okay. Satisfaction, retention, loyalty. Okay. What do you want to study now? Do you want to study a specific field? The banking sector, the education sector, the medical sector, hospital sector, fashion, cosmetics? Do you want to study a specific sector?
واحنا يا دكتور كنا بنفكر فيها جنرال يعني كنا بنفكر في الجنرال اسبيكتس leading to customer satisfaction والcustomer behavior effect on the customer satisfaction يعني ما كناش بنفكر في اندستري معينه
على
الصراحه.
البيزنس عامة يعني دكتور على الفكرة والبيزنس يعني.
Okay. What factors do you think it's important to study? What do you want to study? If I'm a business and I want to create customer satisfaction, in my opinion, what should I have?
Service quality.
Service quality, okay.
Price.
Price. Okay.
After service.
After service is service quality.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, what else? How about product quality?
Good relationship with customers.
Relationship.
Innovation.
Okay. So I have to have new ideas to be satisfied. ما فيش article innovation ولكن في article. جبت innovation منين؟ Stick to
ممكن نحط employee satisfaction يا دكتور.
employee satisfaction. So happy employees lead to happy consumers. ماشي.
بالظبط.
Sure, why not? خلاص, we can stick to this. So this is your study.
الأونلاين advertising يا دكتور. اتكلمنا عن الأونلاين advertising برضه relationship مع الكاستمرز.
حنان انت كلامك صح بس online advertising لوحده is a whole huge topic. صح؟
تمام.
Or do you want something you want to be general وخلاص؟
ممكن
It's up to
نقول
you.
ال advertising performance.
So you want to study advertising?
Performance of the
Performance or the content?
performance.
What do you mean by performance in advertisement?
The efficiency or outcome relevant to the customer.
The A? I'm sorry.
Advertising outcome relevant to the customer.
So
Engaging the
advertising
customer.
relevance or engagement. شوفوا تختاروا ايه. Okay, so now what would be your research problem, your problem definition? What are you studying exactly?
investigating السيرفيس كواليتي والبرايس فيرنس يعني الحاجات اللي احنا قلناها ديت leads to customer satisfaction.
Okay, you want to put it on? Okay, so service quality, price, relations, employee satisfaction, and advertising relevance on customer satisfaction towards businesses. Okay, hypotheses, Ben. What would be your hypotheses?
Directional برضه دكتور اللي هو higher service quality lead to higher customer satisfaction.
Sure. So hypothesis one. The higher the service quality, the higher the customer satisfaction towards the business. Okay, and you'll do the rest the same way. Any questions? So now I'm not going to force you to have this model. I want you guys to think about it as a group. If this is your decision, this is what you want to study, go ahead, email it back to me. If not, change it the way you wish and then email it back to me. Okay?
Okay, doctor.
Okay. Can you please send me an email so I can send you the document?
معلش يا دكتور احنا المفروض نبعت لحضرتك كل الارتكلز دي صح؟
لا مش شرط، لا مش محتاجاهم.
No confirm بس يعني ان احنا هنشتغل ده.
Yes, you're going to send it to me on WhatsApp.
Okay, تمام.
Right? Okay. Can you send me an email right now so I can send you the document?
دكتور معلش هسيبها بس
اوكي
انا كنت سألت حضرتك الاول على الارتكلز، حضرتك قلت لي ابعتيها.
ماشي، انا كده كده هاخدهم في اخر في الاخر خالص. I have an idea.
تمام، يعني حضرتك
I'm going to
معلش
on
حضرتك
the
عايزه
Moodle,
الستبس
on the Moodle, on the Moodle, on the Moodle. I'm going to let you guys upload all the articles that you have gotten, excuse me. All right. So tomorrow I'm going to open an assignment called the articles. Send me all the articles.
تمام يا
دكتور معلش بس انا عندي سؤال، يعني بس متلخبطه في حاجه عايزه اتاكد منها من حضرتك.
Go ahead.
ايوه يا دكتور، هو احنا كده بالمنظر ده يعني كلنا الجروب كله هيشتغل في حاجه واحده ولا كل واحد هيشتغل في الارتكلز اللي كان
The whole group is working on one main topic.
اوكي، اللي هو الريسيرش موديل اللي احنا في الاخر وصلنا له، صح كده؟
That you want to study.
تمام، اوكي، ميرسي يا دكتور جدا.
You're welcome.
معلش يا دكتور سؤال تاني معلش اخر
لا
سؤال.
اتفضلي.
هنبعت الستبس اللي حضرتك عملتيها معانا في البرزنتيشن دلوقتي وهنضيف عليه الليتريتشر ريفيو، صح كده ولا هنضيف حاجه ثانيه؟
لا yes, you're correct يا مي.
تمام ماشي يا دكتور.
Okay. Hanan, I sent you the document خلاص.
Thank you, doctor.
You're welcome. Next group. Group 6. What's your topic? Okay. Group 6, step 1. Are you ready? What's your topic? The effect of management commitment to service quality of employees.
دكتور احنا التوبيك بتاعنا هيتكلم على الكالتشر والافكت بتاع الكالتشر في اي اورجانيزيشن بالبرفورمانس او الاوتكمز بتاعته. اوكي. فدي اول ارتكل احنا اشتغلنا عليها. الفاريبلز بتاعتها احنا بنتكلم على التريننج والامباورمنت والريوردز. كمان هنا اوضح كمان.
Okay.
Yes.
And the dependent variable?
Outcome
performance?
Performance, yes.
The next article?
Okay, next article same conflict. The influence by marketing orientation of the firm of sales force behavior and attitude.
Okay. What are the variables?
The market orientation and customer orientation and differentiation between a standardized market orientation and a standardized scale.
Okay. And independent? Job satisfaction?
Yes, independent job satisfaction and organization commitment.
Okay. Okay. Article 3.
A multiple layer model of marketing orientation, organization culture, measurement issues and performance outcome.
Okay, what are the independent dependent variables?
انا هنا متلخبط شويه بس اعتقد يعني الاندي بعد هيكون ال share of basic value supporting زي ما اعرفش باخد الاكزامبلز ولا باخد ال
You just take values.
Values, yes. The norm of market orientation.
Norms?
Yes.
Artifacts.
sorry كمان هنا كاتب على ال openness of internal communication.
Communication.
As independent. So the dependent on be financial performance and market performance.
Okay, market performance. Okay.
دكتور احنا اشتغلنا على تو توبكس، يعني احنا قسمنا شغلنا كجروب على تو توبكس، السيلز بروموشن كجزء، والجزء الثاني على التوبيك ده، ف اتس اوكي ولا نشتغل على توبيك واحد؟
Right now, we're building our rigorness. We're building our understanding. Whatever you guys want to study, study. But they're two different things. So do you want to, as a group, do you want to study sales promotion or do you want to study organization effectiveness?
اوكي، ممكن خلينا زي ما احنا organization effectiveness نكمل. انا كده احنا اشتغلنا على 5 articles في كل توبيك يعني، فاعتقد ممكن تبقى كلير بالنسبه لنا بعد ما نخلص اي توبيك فيهم هيبقى الموضوع نقدر نشتغل عليه.
No problem.
Okay, next article. برضه هنا بنتكلم عن organization culture and effectiveness, a study of value, attitude, and organization outcome.
Okay, so the independent variable is values, attitude, and
organizational outcome.
And organization outcome. Next article.
It's a meta-analytic investigation. كان برضو عن organization culture and effectiveness. Competing values framework theoretical supposition.
Okay. Let's move on. You want to move on to the sales promotion?
Okay.
If the variables are similar.
Yes. أنا زميلي هيتشير دلوقتي محمد مصطفى. دكتور محمد بعد إذنك تشير سكرين سيلز بروموشن.
هو أنا صوتي واضح كده؟
Yes.
دي الارتكل study on effects of sales promotion on consumer and purchase intention. دي study كانت موجودة على التوريزم اندستري، فالاندبندنت سيلز بروموشن والديبندنت البرشيزنج بتاع الكونسيومر او البرشيز بيهيفير.
Next article. ولا في تكملة ده؟
هو في abstract بس هو الكلام كله واحد يعني.
Okay, so in the next article.
ثانية. ده الارتكل الثاني effect of social media marketing والستور environment والسيلز بروموشن والperceived value على الكونسيومر purchase decision في السمول ماركتس.
Purchase decision. Okay, so sales promotion, social media marketing, and what's the third independent variable?
ممكن يكون عشان ده ماركت مختلف store environment.
Store environment. Okay, store environment. Okay, next article.
ده تالت واحد ال influence of sales promotion على ال consumer purchasing behavior برضه، وده يعتبر حاجة general يعني.
Okay. والindependent variables.
نفس الكلام برضو independent sales promotion والdependent consumer purchasing behavior.
Okay. The next article.
ثانية واحدة. the effect of sales promotion teams on purchase quantity.
ثانية واحدة because I can't. Okay. Purchase quantity.
ايوه هنا dependent مختلف اللي هو purchase quantity او sales عموما.
Okay. والindependent.
independent sales promotion.
Sales promotion. Okay. You have another article?
ثانية واحدة. دكتور هو في الارتكل الأخير ده أنا مش لاقيه. أنا آسف.
No problem.
ممكن أبعته لحضرتك أول لما ألاقيه. بس هو برضه مش هيطلع بره الديبندنت والاندبندنت اللي احنا بنتكلم عليهم يعني.
Okay. So, as a group, we're not gonna. If you look what I did, so I wrote your. I'm gonna send you what I did. Each article, we took the variables that's found. Right now, I want you, after you leave with me, to do another Zoom meeting and confirm what do you want to study. Do you guys want a marketing perspective or do you want a management perspective? I'm going to be flexible, let it up to you. If you want to make it a management topic, I don't mind if this is what interests you. Okay, so what I would like you guys to do is to sit together and decide marketing or organization understanding. I'll send you this article, this document summarizing all the variables so you can create your model, regardless of what topic you want to study. Okay?
هي بس دكتور المشكله ان احنا النهارده التيم ده لسه متكون، ان احنا كان في ناس معانا واعتذرت مش هتكمل الماده يعني، فحصل عشان كده احنا اشتغلنا على يعني يعتبر 2 جروبس اشتغلوا مع بعض النهارده يعني.
ممكن مش لازم النهارده، ممكن بكره.
Yes.
Alright, just deciding on the topic and the variables. مش literature review, not yet.
Okay.
Okay. So, can you send me an email so I can send this to you?
Okay. هبعته لحضرتك دلوقتي. ابعتها على الواتساب صح كده؟
على الزوم.
على الزوم. Okay.
Decide, create the model and send me the model. Did you send me the Mohammed Abdulaziz? Mahmoud, excuse me.
محمود يا دكتور.
Mahmoud. Okay, Mahmoud, I've sent it to you right now.
بكره يا دكتور هنكونفيرم على حضرتك which topic ان شاء الله هنشتغل عليه.
Yes, please.
ونبدا نشتغل على الفاريبلز دي.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay. Next group.
مساء الخير يا دكتور. مع حضرتك أمنون فتحي، احنا آخر جروب.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening.
What topic did you choose?
Factors of success in business startups.
Okay. Would you like to share the?
Okay.
دكتور بعد اذن حضرتك انا اسف للمقاطعه. كان لي بس عشان عندي يعني كوميتمنت
Yes, you can leave. لا, you can leave.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
تمام. الشير كلير يا دكتور؟
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. أول ارتكل يا دكتور بيتكلم عن الفاكتورز يعني طبعا احنا لما عملنا سيرش كده على جوجل سكولر اول ارتكل لقيناه طبعا كان عليه سايتيشن عالي جدا. فكره ان حصل في فتره في اليو كي بيزنس بشكل عام كانت حصل مشكله ان في الفتره اللي هي قبل 1990 حصلت مشكله ان الناس كان حصل فيلير لمعظمها. تمام. وده اللي دفع البريتش جوفرمنت ان هي تعمل اورجنايزيشن اسمها تريننج اند انتربرايز كونسل اللي هي الTEC، بحيث ان هي تقدر تدي تريننجز وان هي تلم داتا اكبر عن الموضوع ده. تمام. فقال لي يا دكتور ان المين بروبلم في التوبيك ده في الارتكل ده عموما الفيلير لاغلب البيزنسز اللي حصلت. تمام. كسمول بيزنسز يعني. وده خلى البريتش جوفرمنت ان هي ما تديش فاسيلتيز بالشكل اللي مطلوب بعد كده، وان هي تشتغل برول يعني educational لكل الناس اللي بتبتدي بزنس ستارت ابس. هنلاقي يا دكتور ان المين بروبلم زي ما قلت لحضرتك الفيلير لاغلب البيزنسز اللي هي مرحله البروبلم ايدنتيفيكيشن يعني. بعد كده هنلاقي ان جزء الكونسبشوال فريم ورك بيتكلم على كذا نقطة. أولها الفاكتورز اللي كانت سبب المشاكل دي. خليني أوصل لحضرتك للكلام بالظبط. المشكلة الفاكتورز دايما اللي كانت بتتحكم في ده طبعا لأن كان في كذا ثيوري موجودة واتعمل كذا هايبوثيسز للموضوع ده. أول حاجة الامبلويمنت ستيت، ليه ان هم لما عملوا ده الفاكتور الاندبندنت. طبعا الديبندنت الستارت ابس بشكل عام. كان بيتكلم ان انا مش لاقي النقطه دي واحده بس.
Take your time.
جزء الامبلويمنت كان بيتكلم عن employment status. اول حاجه ان الناس الانemployed كل ما نسبتهم زادت كل ما كان الناس اقبالها على فكره الستارت اب اكتر. تاني حاجه دي كانت مدرسه. بعد كده المدرسه اللي بعدها كانت بتتكلم على ان نقطه مهمه جدا، اللي هي إن الموضوع بيبتدي internally، تمام، من الشخص. ان هو في عندنا 3 حاجات: السكيلز والبيرسوناليتي بتاعه الكاركترستيك فاوندر، وحاجه كمان ثانيه واحده هي موجوده في الجزء ده. اوكي، ممكن يا دكتور نخش على الميثودولوجي على طول؟
اوكي.
عشان بس انا متاسف ان مش لاقي الجزء ده. آه طبعا الديبندنت فاريبل زي ما قلت لحضرتك. السكسس ريت بتاع السكسس ريت بتاع البيزنس ستارت اب. تمام. والموتيفيشن.
Wait, so it's going to be motivation.
اوكي.
Skills.
وبيرسوناليتي.
Skills, personality. Okay.
تمام.
ماشي. These impact success. It impacts success, صح؟
بالظبط كده.
Okay. Are you getting the next article or there's more?
يا دكتور، ده انا جامبت على طول على تاني ارتكل.
Okay.
وطبعا دي ستادي للكوجنيتيف فاكتورز اللي هي الانفلونس عموما البيهيفير بتاع البيزنس ستارت اب. بالنسبه للارتكل هو يعني اتعمل سيرفيز ومقسم الناس كلها او الناس اللي بتعمل عليها سيرفي ل2. each one اللي هم البوتنشال انتربرينورز اللي هم عندهم اوريدي الفيجن او عندهم الكوجنيتيف ان هم اوير ان هم عايزين يعملوا بيزنس. وفي طبعا الامبوتنشال ان هم مش اوير بده. هنلاقي يا دكتور ان هو اتعامل مع كذا فاكتور. يعني هو دخل في كل استخدم كل حاجه تؤسس. استخدم الديموغرافيكس، الجندر، الديموغرافيكس والجندر، واستخدم كذا حاجه موجوده هنا في الترايل دي عموما، بحيث ان هو يثبت فكره النجاح بالبزنس ستارت اب ان هو مبني على الكوجنيتيف عموما.
Cognitive. Okay. So the mindset.
The mindset.
So the independent variable here is cognitive.
بالظبط. والديبندنت اللي هو السكسس اوف بزنس ستارت اب. دي الدايركشن. في حاجات الاندايركشنال، قصه الفاينانشال هو بيتكلم ان هي ملهاش اي علاقه بال يعني irrelevant تعتبر او ملهاش علاقه بالبزنس ستارت اب. هنجي لها بعد كده يا دكتور في الارتكلز الجايه يعني.
So financial need. ماشي. The next article, or there's a continuation. So in this article, there's cognitive and financial need, which impacts the service failure or success, or startup failure or success.
تمام بالظبط كده.
Okay.
في الارتكل ده دكتور برضه هو ابتدى يقيس الفاينانشال ميجرز والنون فاينانشال ميجرز بحيث ان هو يقدر يوصل للسكسس ريتس او السكسس فاكتور اللي بيأثر على عموما البيزنس ستارت اب. نفس الكلام يعني. خليني اجامب يا دكتور للارتكل اللي بعده. ده تكملة للارتكل الاولاني برضه يا دكتور. هو بيتكلم في نفس الفيجن، ان هو بيتكلم الجزء ده ان البيرسونال كاركترستكس والتريتس بتاعت الانتربرينور هي اللي بتكنترول السكسس. تاني حاجه الانفلونس بتاع السوشيال والكالتشرال والبوليتيكال والايكونوميك الكونتكستشوال فاكتورز. هو يعني وجهه الارتكل ان هي الانفلونس الاهم طبعا كان للبيرسونال كاركترستيك، مش للحاجات الاكسترنال يعني.
Okay.
تمام. فنقدر نقول ان هي نفس نقدر نقول الاندايركت طبعا الانفلونس السوشيال والكالتشرال البوليتيكال ايكونوميك كونتكستشوال فاكتورز دي تعتبر اندايركت. اللي فات طبعا احنا كده يعني اوريدي احنا متفقين فيه.
Abnoon, in these articles, do they give you the scale how they measured the variable?
هو يا دكتور في الميثودولوجي هو عامل سيرفيز. تمام.
Okay. Do they give you an example of the questions?
في سكيل
ممكن اشوف شكلهم؟ Because دلوقتي عشان نختار ال variables that you want to study, we have to know how you will measure it.
هي السكيل موجود جوه الميثودولوجي.
In the sentence, all of it?
اغلبها جوه الميثودولوجي.
خلاص ماشي.
تمام.
Okay. We're going to move on to article 4.
5.
لا 4.
احنا اوريدي انا يعني بدأت اتكلمنا في 4 نفس التوبيك يعني. تمام. 5 برضه بيتكلم على جزء الانتلكشوال.
Take your time.
اوكي. نفس الكلام تقريبا يعني. هو بيتكلم جزء الانتلكشوال يعتبر بيتكلم على جزء الكوجنيتيف يعني. تمام.
اوكي.
الارتكل اللي بعده ده بيتكلم على الميجر او البيزنس ستارت ابس الكبيره مش الصغيره. هو بيتكلم ان في البيزنس ستارت ابس الكبيره مهم جدا فكره المهم في الفاكتورز اللي هي بتدرايف السكسس، فكره الفاينانشال اكتر، على عكس السمول بزنسز.
Okay.
تمام.
So financial needs.
اوكي تمام يا دكتور.
Yeah.
اوكي. في الارتكل ده هو بيتكلم برضو على نقطة مهمة جدا، إن حوالي 9 من 10 بيزنس بيفتحوا بيقفلوا within سنة. فدي تعتبر يعني problem identification هنا نفس الكلام. جزء الهايبوثيسز هنا برضو اتعمل بنفس الطريقة، إن هو اتعمل سيرفيز للناس اللي اوريدي بتعمل بيزنس ستارت اب. تقريبا يا دكتور هو يعني في الارتكلز القديمه كانت بتتكلم ان في جزء من الجندر انفولفنج في ده، بس في الارتكلز اللي جت بعد كده زي ده هو بيتكلم ان البيزنسز مش الجندر اللي بيتحكم في نجاح البيزنس ده او لا. وهو برضو احنا بنتكلم في نفس الفاكتورز اللي فاتت. تمام. فاينل يا دكتور اخر ارتكل. ده بيتكلم مينلي على الاكسترنال فاكتورز كانتربرينيرال organizational والecological considerations.
Concentrations?
Considerations.
Considerations, okay.
طبعا دي statistical يعني. مجرد توضيح للبروسيس كانت ماشيه ازاي يعني. برضه بيتحرك برضه يا دكتور في نفس الفاكتورز اللي هو المايند سيت.
المايند سيت.
تمام. كسكيلز educational experience. هنلاقي ان اغلب الفاكتورز هنا السيجنيفيكانت اللي هي تتعلق بالمايند سيت. وفي الارتكل اللي فات كانت ديسيجن ميكنج هو اللي كان بيتحرك كاندبندنت فاريبل.
Independent. Okay.
Okay. I'm done.
You're done? Okay. I'm almost done too. Okay, stop sharing and I'll share. So out of all this, what do you want to study? They say motivation, skill, and personality leads to startup failure or success. Field cognitive with financial need. في market value, في social influence, في financial need, في coping strategy, the rational thinking, في service personalization effort, if you put an effort in it, في accountability, في conflict, decision making, coping strategy. So what did you think you want to study? You don't have to choose all. You can average 3.
اوكي احنا
So of course it's the start of failure and success. Huh?
اوكي
So what are the factors you want to focus on?
يعني دي decision لينا كلنا بقى يا دكتور.
ليكم كلكم. And if it's difficult, you want to meet together and discuss first, go ahead. What you're going to do, you're going to think of 3 to 4 independent variables that you want to see. Is it true? It'll lead to the startup success or failure, yes or no?
أنا رأيي يا دكتور يعني ممكن نرد على حضرتك النهاردة بالليل مثلا أو
Sure.
بكرة.
You sure? I don't mind.
Okay.
Okay, so please send me your email so I can send you this document if you want it, if it can be helpful.
Okay.
One of the problems in startup success failure, which isn't mentioned in these articles, is the marketing. Some people don't depend on marketing, or they don't do the accurate marketing. So people don't know they exist. For example, so if you
كانت
want to
موجودة يا
look
دكتور سوري أنا آسف كانت موجودة في أول أرتكل سوري أنا نسيت أقولها. كانت موجودة في أول أرتكل فعلا بس هي كانت موجودة بشكل مدرسة يعني إن هي الماركت نيدز. ما كانش فوكس الاستادي ولكن بس كانت موجودة في كمدرسة يعني.
Okay. Maybe you can consider that as a factor. Okay. Here. Okay, I sent it to you right now. So as a group, sit and decide. Average 3 to 4 variables, مش أكتر.
Three or 4 variables. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
معلش أسأل حضرتك على حاجة.
اتفضلي يا آية.
هو الليتريتشر ريفيو مفروض إن كل حد فينا هيعمل عن كل article ولا مجمع عن كل articles مش فاهمة.
Literature review. Understand and define the concepts. Sometimes you can do a literature review, go from general to specific. Other people, for example, did Article 1 summary, Article 2 summary, Article 3 summary. I'm leaving it flexible to your team.
يعني احنا اللي نختار هنعمله عن الارتكلز كلهم ولا كل واحد هيشتغل
لا كده كلكم you're working together.
أنا
submission is one document. Now, الترتيب or the content in the literature review. Do you want to begin the concept? Why is it important? The factors that impact it. If you want to move to if you want to use the list of reference that I gave you last lecture, go ahead. If you want to create your own headings, برضو it's up to you. If you don't want to do headings and you want to do summarization of articles, برضو it's up to you. كده أوضح؟
اوكي يعني هو يعني بيبقى ان احنا هنسمرايز كل الارتكلز ولا ان احنا يعني سؤالي ان احنا هنعمل لكل ارتكل ريفيو ولا لكلهم؟
ده أو ده. هقولك دلوقتي ثانية. I'm going to share something.
Okay.
شايفة هنا آية؟ This is an outline of the literature review.
احنا already لما اشتغلنا كنت فاهمة ان حضرتك هتاخديه النهاردة يعني كل واحد فينا اشتغل على كل article اشتغل ان هو يطلع منه ال questions ديت.
حلو قوي. combine it بقى يا آية.
اوكي يعني تمام اوكي
Okay.
ماشي تمام ماشي.
Any other questions?
لا ماشي شكرا.
No, fine. I'll see you guys tomorrow, inshallah, and we'll move on to step 6 of research. Have a good night.